Hi everyone, Laura here from True Beauty Blog, and I am going to show you a natural daytime look. I'm going to start with the Makeup Forever primer. It's a new primer system called the Step 1 Skin Equalizer. They've got a range of different primers to suit your skin tone. I'm going to use the smoothing primer because it helps to obviously smooth out the skin, minimise pores, and it helps to keep your makeup on longer as well. So I'm just going to start by applying all over the face. I've got a new foundation. It's called the Dior Nude Air. It is actually the best foundation I've ever used. It's a serum mixed with foundation, and you can see it comes in a small dropper bottle. But the coverage is just fantastic. It hides any imperfections, and it's really lightweight as well because it's mixed with the serum, but it gives almost like a powder finish. If I'm going on a night out, then I would probably finish off by sealing the makeup with a powder, but because it's a daytime look, I'll just apply the foundation and that'll be enough. Usually I just drop a little on each area of the face, and then I'm using my favourite foundation brush, Real Techniques.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
But you can see the fantastic coverage that it gives. I've got a little spot come up, so I'm just going to use a concealer to cover that. And it's the new concealer perfecting stick from Shiseido. Just dab it on. I'm using the Sephora Airbrush concealer brush just to cover up. So that one I used as kind of a corrector concealer because it's the same colour as my skin tone, but for the concealer under the eyes to brighten, you always use one shade lighter. So I'm just using the, also from the new collection, the Dior Skin Nude Concealer. So I just put it on just under the area, and this brush is actually a fantastic brush for getting quite near to the lash line. A lot of people don't like it when you go near their eyes, so it's actually really quite delicate, so it's nice. And then another new product which I bought to try is the Beauty Blender, but a mini one for concealer, so it's perfect again for getting under the eyes. And then you just blend. Just so there's no lines and you can't see anything. For the bronzer, I'm going to use the new Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. It's quite a nice golden brown. And also the brush that came with it, so it's perfect just for the, and then just slightly under the cheek area just to give a little colour there. I won't do it too much because otherwise it's going to highlight obviously this spot that I've had come up right on my cheek, so just for a little bit of shape to the face, just to give a little bit of sparkle and colour to the cheek. I'm going to use from the new Spring Summer collection, the NARS Reckless brush. You can see how sparkly it is. It looks fantastic. Just above the area where I've just added the bronzer, so just slightly above the cheek area. So for the brows, I'm just going to add a little bit of definition with quite it's still dark to me because obviously where I'm so fair, but and everyone will know I use this all the time. It's the Wuju Wow palette, the Master Brow kit. So it's got 3 colours, light, medium, dark, and then like a gel sealer. For daytime I would just obviously use the light, but you will be able to see that it's still quite dark on me, so I won't put too much on. you can see the difference and how much eyebrows really do shape the face. This is one of my favourite eyebrow kits. This is, I use it all the time on myself and on clients. Just after I've applied the colour onto the brows, I just comb it through to soften the look. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going to use the original Naked palette by Urban Decay. I'm going to use this colour here, Virgin. It's just a matte neutral shade that's just going to give a little bit of coverage to the upper part of the eye. Next one I'm going to use is on the eyelid, and it's Sin. So I just go across the whole eyelid. The next one along is Naked. You can see it's like a matte taupe colour, and then I'm going to use the blending brush. So I just use it and I add it into the crease here just to give a little bit of definition and a slightly darker colour to the eye. Just in there and on the edge as well. So as you can see, it's nothing, hardly too much at all. I think I might do as well is add just one more colour in, which is this one here, Buck. So you can see it's starting to get a little bit darker now, just on the very edges to make the eye look a little bit bigger. And I'm just using the brush that you get with the palette. It's quite a nice brush actually. So I'm just adding the colour into the very corner of the eye. And then I'm going to use so the Pro Smudge brush from Sephora. I've just recently got a lot of their Pro brushes and they're actually really good. So I'm just going to add a little bit of colour under the eye. And I'm going to use this one here, Dark Horse. Just under the very bottom lash line. So next I'm going to add a little bit of eyeliner. You can leave this out if you want a really neutral daytime look, but I'm just going to add it in when I'm going to the event. So it's the Motives gel liner, and it's called Little Black Dress, which I use all the time as well. So I usually start at the end and just make the line, and then I go outwards from here. Again, I'm using the Pro Angled Liner from Sephora. And you just want to double check as well that the angles and the lines are going to be even. So I'm going to use Isla lashes, just the Naturalite ones, and as usual I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Lash Glue. It works really well for me. It stays on really fast drying, which is fantastic. You can get that in Sephora. I think it's about 80-90 dirhams. For the mascara now, I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash, which is new out, and it's actually really fantastic. It's got one of those like rubber brushes with bristles, which I usually don't like, but this one's actually really good. So just a light coating on the lashes, just to give them a bit of colour for under the false lashes as well. And now you just get the natural bend, which, as I've said before, if they're good lashes then they'll stay on. And then I basically just slightly close the eye and place on. Get my pair of tweezers. These are actually the most natural lashes that I've got. You can get a lot less natural, but I just haven't got any at the moment. You've only probably got about 5 seconds before it actually starts to set. It's a really quick drying glue, so if you're not very experienced with lashes, then to be honest I wouldn't buy it because it sets so quickly. Okay, so as you can see, I've got really neutral shadows, just with a slight colour in the crease, and then obviously more dramatic eyeliner and lashes. So we're going to finish off the look with the lips, and I'm going to use again another new spring summer collection from Laura Mercier, and this colour is Dry Rose. You can see it's quite a nice, it's kind of a mixture browny pinky colour. I'm going to apply with one of my favourite brand of brushes, Tom Ford. And then I'm going to finish off with the Laura Mercier Nude Rose Gloss, just to give it a little bit of sheen on top. Okay, so I have finished my full look now, and something that I use after every makeup application on myself and my clients is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. It's got such a lovely smell to it, and you can basically use it to help revive and refresh the skin, but also it acts as a makeup sealer. So it's really good for the skin as well, but just gives you the coverage to keep your makeup on all day. So I basically just close the eyes, close the mouth, hold my breath, and then a few sprays over the whole face. So there we go, full look, all done, finished. So I'm just going to get ready and dressed to go to my event now. Thanks for watching, and I'll post another one soon. Bye.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for